Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Laststandgamers, and welcome. So today we're back with another spotlight, but instead of spotlighting something from the workshop, we're spotlighting both mine and Codrod's amazing drone creations. Now, that sounds a bit bad, doesn't it, when we talk about our own designs? Just, yeah, they're good anyway. They're nice, they're pleasant things, and they kill people on the server. So the majority of these ships will be, or you will have to fight on the server at some time or another. So we'll go through everything. We've got things like the nasty little recon pod there. Pack's quite surprised, doesn't it, inside it? Conrad, you're well rewarded for it reconning your position. It doesn't just have the beacon and the antenna to give you away your position, it also packs an explosive surprise. But now you know, a lot of people won't watch this video, they won't find out, they'll visit the recon pod and it'll be game over for them. So next up we have the supply pod. It's pretty self-explanatory, as a cargo container with some useful supplies. Going a little bit further on, we have the supply shipment inside this dropship. Now, you've seen this dropship before of mine, but it's changed up a little bit with doors at the back, so it's a bit more functional. And inside, behind them doors, as you can see, we have another supply pod with better components on the inside. Of course, it's defended by turrets, and it can definitely deter some attackers. Now, if we drop down, we've got ourselves the dog from the Colony War series. You've seen this guy, it has another explosive package and it loves to chase people down. Next to it, we have the wheeled variant of the standard A-bot drone. This one's in the rocket configuration. It's got a lot of wheels, great off-road capacity. If we go a little bit further up though, we've got the two A-bots that you guys have seen right from the beginning of the series. These are the main bread and butter, so to say, of the drone army. Two turrets on either side and that creepy laser antenna type head. Dropping down here, we've got ourselves the cage ship. Now this is a rework at the moment. This is the space variant, but it's quickly and quite easy to swap out for the atmospheric drones. Transport the cage and they drop it on, well, anyone. At the moment they can mine their way out the bottom, but I'm working on a system to seal up the cage and stop them from breaking out once we've caught them. So this is the final ship of mine. This is, I think I've called it the drone drifter of something. I'm still working on the name for it. It's the working name. The concept behind it was a ship that could take a lot of damage and continue flying pretty much, and that's what happens here. You can take out the engines, you can take out the majority of the thrusters. The rocket pods do a hell of a lot of damage when they're under attack, and if you need to manually control this, you can use the turrets at the front. Them horrible glowing purple eyes come across the horizon, and just the silhouette of that thing has really started to scare players on the server. So that was the last one of my ships, and you're a bit inspired, Conrad, weren't you? You wanted to do some drones of your own.
I took your drifter and I thought, well, that is a really nice design. So I started designing my own drifters, as you can see now.
So there's some crazy variants here. So this is. Would you say this one's a little bit of a less expensive one? It doesn't give enough to the enemy player because they have 4 thrusters with mine, where they only have 2 with this one.
I would say that, yes, but it doesn't compromise. You can still take out both large ones and it will sink, but it won't sink fast. As it's got some backup thrust underneath and it's quite light.
Very nice indeed. It's got the antenna on the back. It's got it's got extra Gatling gun firepower as well, hasn't it?
Yes.
Very nice indeed. They've got less rocket pods, but that's what you'd expect, and a single spotlight. I think it's a little bit of like a cuter version. And you've gone with the camo version of your idea on your sort of designs. That I think is quite nice as well.
Yeah, I think it looks quite good.
So moving on to this next one, we've got like a drifter that's got like this bent sort of back arch type shape that I think is really cool and new and quite unique. You've got more missile launchers, you've got a Gatling gun on top and bottom as well, and I don't think you've got any more rocket pods than the original. It's just that really unique curved shape to it. I really like that one, Conrad. Nice
something that some of the comment section will see, so I'm just going to point it out now. That ship is turned upside down. There's 2 of those ships are merged and shaped out.
Okay. But you've just turned the thrusters the other way around inside the pod, have you?
Yes.
So everything, yeah, okay. So next up we've got this one reminds me of something from Terminator a little bit, just because you've extended them thruster pods and you've added this tail section along the back.
Exactly what I was going for, Aaron. Exactly.
Very nice. Yeah, you've got your 2 rocket pods at the front, you've got some backup thrusters in the centre, as I can see, and you've got some good direct down firepower with these rocket launchers. The only issue I see with this one is you've only got the 2 interior turrets on either one of the pods. So it might be vulnerable for infantry attack, but against another ship that's going to have a lot of firepower. So now we move in a little bit further to some of the weird stations and platforms. Talk to me about the stations and platforms. This little oil rig one that you've built.
This one was to launch smaller drones, so it'd be like something like a hard point to go take out. So like this could be something that was launching the drones. So if they take this out, there might be less strength of the drone forces in the area. Oh, so something we could add.
So you can see on the side here, what we've got here is we've got the decoy pod, so it ensures a little bit of longer life. And in the center there, you've got an area where people can control the drones from. Very cool indeed. And what sort of protection have we got underneath? Or is it... Oh yeah, so we've got one Gatling turret underneath on these little pillars. I quite like the oil rig look. And in the background, we have got one more design of mine. This is the basic orbital planet. You climb to a high altitude of the atmospheric thrusters, you drop the missiles, and you plow them down into a target. We've got some more defensive structures though of Conrad's here, and we've got some of these little micro drones of yours as well.
Yes, I've worked on some micro drones as I realised I was building some pretty tough drones. I needed something light to throw.
You know what these drones are missing though?
The heads.
The heads. They have no heads. These drones they need heads, right? The comment section will tell you as well. A good DRF drone has a head. It's more scary. Even if maybe the head could go on the bottom of these. I don't know. I'll leave it to you.
So I'll add heads.
So yeah, add some heads to it. So down a little bit further, we've got these remote platforms. Now the cool things about these is these are pretty much infinite power, aren't they? Due to the solar battery combo inside.
You can leave them on the server for indefinite. They'll run by themselves.
So yeah, someone can breach this, try to steal the ammunition and stuff. But at the end of the day, what's great about these is when I've been using them on the server as the DRF, I might just install one in a valley. Someone comes over with a ship and they take some fire from it. So it causes players to fly a bit smarter across the terrain and really recon the areas as you're going. You've also got this really cool... Go on.
I made this one a bit more tougher because I saw your one because I actually had to fight against it. So I just made this a little bit tougher, and it's a bit of an interesting interior.
You know what I see? The problem is though with it. Go on, see if you can spot the problem with this.
There's no small turrets. There's no interior turrets to ward off players.
Oh no, you're just going to shoot your own antenna out with a missile launcher.
That's fine. The antenna is just to let people know it's there. So if it shoots out the antenna, it can go dark.
So on the next one, we've got this. It reminds me of one of them aliens from is it Monsters Inc. This one. So you've got all the turrets on the bottom and decoys on the top, as well as yeah, it's like one of them aliens from Monsters Inc. with the little legs at the bottom. But you've got the interior turret on the top, we've got the turrets on the side, so it's got good protection. It's a good pillar to have on the external area of a base. It's quite hard to attack since them Gatling guns are on the side as well. They have a really good coverage and they can protect and cover each other. Now the final one, Conrad, and you and was it Husker who whipped this together quickly?
Yeah.
So it was. So we had to really wax them together for the end of server event. We were doing a little temporary restart to get things going again with the economy update, and we launched into basically these outposts all over the place. They've got preset connectors on the side, so we can equip them differently every time. So we can add missiles, Gatling guns, future weapons that might be added to space engineers, whatnot. And they've got these various decoy pods, and they held their own for quite a while, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they took a hell of a pounding. It's all heavy armor, so it can really last.
So if we go inside as well, the concept behind these is like a hub where all of the brainwashed drones, should probably put some lights in here. We don't need lights. Drones don't need lights. So you can see these various seats for them just to sit and control the hundreds and hordes of drones. In some cases, some of them are just completely AI driven, but sometimes you need a little bit of a human mind to make them a little bit more effective. We've also got a med base and cargo containers, so there is some value in raiding these things if you find one. And on the server at the moment in time, we've got one of these in a really dirty sort of like an abandoned state that you can come across, and the DRF are offering some missions from it. Let's go back though for one final look at these little drones and the different variants of them that you've got here. So to give us a little bit more information on these, or what was your sort of thinking behind them?
I haven't really built many drones, so it was just a really testing out myself of what I can do, how I can stick them, how I can get thrust. They are quite durable. I fought them, put them up against a couple of the defense stations and see how long they lasted. They lasted a decent while. They're not heavy armor, they're light armor, but with the amount of thrusters on them, I can add heavy armor to places where I see fit. These are just the first that are.
And the thing I like these over the A-bots is that they actually have a connector to connect them up and put the supplies in them, because with the A-bots you have to manually reload them, after an attack.
Yeah.
But usually they don't survive more than one attack, so you never have to reload them. But with these guys, these look like they actually would. So that reloading port's definitely very necessary.
I can definitely see where I can put one of those laser antennas on for a head.
Get some heads on them, definitely. Some different, because I'd like the idea with the drones that different companies have manufactured different things for the drones over time, or the drones have taken different models in and converted them to their own a little bit. But well, I can't wait just to see more of Conrad's drone designs and see what he expands on. Well, thanks for joining me, Conrad, and thanks for showing off some of your cool and funky ships.
Thank you very much for having me.
Alright, these in basic, you'll see a lot of these ships on the LSG server, so good luck, and hopefully you'll survive fighting them. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.